channel. It's Carrie here from Carrie Counts Cash. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing pretty darn good. This is my favorite day, as you all know, cash stuffing day. We are going to be filming a few videos today. We'll do my cash stuffing, and then we'll do my savings challenge video and my bill swap. We'll film it all kind of in one sit down section because I won't have the time to do it tomorrow, and I want to take the money back to the bank and pay some bills and whatnot. So let's get into it. This was $18.90. It's now, I think, $18.75 because I did buy breakfast this morning. Y'all know it's a problem. So I have my drink off to the side. Don't mind me if I sip at it as we go. All right, so here we go with cash envelopes. I did have $6.25 that I put in my swear jar for change, but I did that off camera. I find sometimes it's just a little bit awkward logistically, and the jar is getting really heavy, so I don't like lugging it around. So I tend to do that just on my own spare time. So I'm sorry if you guys all want to see that, but I promise when I break open the jar and I start to roll that money, like, you guys will know how much is in there, but it's definitely getting pretty hefty. So the first cash envelope we're going to start with is eating out. I did put $100 in here last time, and I blew through that plus some more. So it was rough. We're not going to chat about it, but we were going to do $60 this week, and I did spend $15 for breakfast. So we're going to do $45. And I had initially wanted to put some 10s in here, but guys, these 10s, like, these are literally hot off the press. They're absolutely gorgeous, and I don't want to spend these if I can avoid it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 20, 40, 45. And if this throws me off, then so be it, because I just can't do it. And maybe it's that like weird budgeting thing that we all do because we want the prettiest bills in our bill swaps. Some people aren't like that, but a lot of us, I find, are. That just makes it really hard for me to let go of that. So eating out got 45, and gas has some money left. Gas is supposed to go down, I think, about 6 cents. It's still not cheap here. It's $1.68 a liter, and I'm kind of over it, but the $1.50 that I put in here tends to work well. Sometimes I have all of it spent, sometimes I have money left over, but I typically roll it over to car maintenance and then put these in my $5 challenge. We're not putting any money in our $5 challenge this week because I have some unexpected increase in bills, and I have some IOUs to pay off and just things like that. So until some of that stuff is dealt with, I'm going to be repurposing this money towards that. And so we'll just put $25, $30 towards other things later on in the video. But because I'm putting another $130 in here on top of this, wait a minute, no, $120, then we are going to want these denominations in here because that's how I do. I typically do it like $75, which gets me 2 trips over the 2-week period to the gas pump. So then we have 50, 100, 120, 140, 145, 150. I just like it broken down in these denominations, which I don't know why, because typically I've just been like filling up my vehicle and like until whatever it stops at, without caring like, is it $75? Is it not? Is it whatever? So we like to do it this way. Doesn't matter. And it's easier for like unstuffing this when it gets to the point, because I spend it off my credit card and then pay my credit card back. So if I just had like $150 in bigger bills, that would be really hard to break down. Okay, groceries. This has been a problem. I've been struggling with my grocery budget, and I think half of it is because I've been really loose on like eating out over the past 2 weeks, and I've taken money out of my grocery budget to eat out, which I know I 100% should not be doing, and I'm gonna kick that habit as fast as I can. But this $5 left is going to go towards something else down the line again, and we're gonna put $200 in groceries. And part of it was we had a snack night at work last week that I wasn't expecting, and it ended up like costing a fair amount of money because I made this like chip dip, and chips are not cheap, guys. and it was a salmon dip, so it's not for everybody, and I didn't want people to be excluded, so I got the salmon dip, and then I got fruit, and then the chips, and then there was more left, so then I had to get more chips. Like, it ballooned into something that it never should have been. And so this week I'm like, what meal can I buy for $20 that's gonna feed me for like 3 or 4 days? No word of a lie. So that's what we did, and it worked out well. So we're gonna try this moving forward, but what I think I'm gonna do is, if there's any money left in here at the end of the 2-week period, I'm probably just gonna start rolling it forward. I might not. You know me, I changed my mind, like I changed my underwear. So we're gonna see how that goes. Miscellaneous is gonna get 10, and as much as this kills me, I'm hoping that I just won't spend this, because I've been on a spending spree, and I'm hoping that that's going to settle down, because I have everything I literally need. I have everything I don't need, just everything I want, and so we're gonna cool the jets. So there's $10 in miscellaneous. Now self-care is gonna get 30, and this will cover the cost of my next nail appointment, which I think is like on my days off maybe. I think it's the 3rd of May. So we're gonna do 30 in here, and yes, we're adding one of those gorgeous 10s, but I'm going to be consolidating this pretty much immediately. So there's 55 in here, and my goal is to have at least 250 for my birthday, which is like the first week of June. It's the 6th of June, because I want to do my nails, I want to do a pedicure, and I want to get my hair cut. But if I have to pull out of one of my saving challenges or special occasions or impulses or something like that to do it, I 100% will, because honestly, like, as much as I don't count my birthday as a special occasion, it technically is. So I don't feel like that's a cheat to use some of that money, but I'm hoping to buff this up. I just had some, I don't want to say unexpected bill increases, but I have to get to a certain point with my utility bill faster than I thought I did. So we're going to work on that versus stuffing anything too heavily right now. So speaking of bills, that was it for cash envelopes. Push this up a little bit so you can see better. So bills is next. Bills buffer, we emptied this out last time for my income tax, which was all well and good. So it has nothing, we're not stuffing it. Car payment is gonna get $215, which will make up the rest of my monthly payment. 100, 200, 210, 215. So this is now 100, 200, 300, 400, 10, 20, 25, 30, 430, which is what is due at the 1st of May. So I'll be unstuffing this in the next couple of videos. Cell phone is gonna get 90. Now, both of my Bell accounts went up, my cell phone and my TV and internet. So we're gonna stuff 90 this week. But then I canceled some things on my TV bill, so I don't technically know what it's going to end up as next time around. So we're just gonna stuff a little higher this time, just to kind of have a little bit of wiggle room there. And when I know more, I'll deal with that appropriately. So cell phone has 90. Insurance is gonna get 130, 100, 120, 130. 1, 2, 220, 240, 250, 260 in insurance. Power bill is going to get 110. So 110 added to 110 is 220. We're gonna do 10 for subscriptions, which is for Spotify. TV internet is going to get 90. So 90. And utilities. Has more money in here than when you last saw it, but let me explain. So first we'll add 30 and then we'll kind of chat. So I said a while back that my water bill was supposed to be going up. Now I didn't know how much, but it sounded like they were going to charge a flat rate for households that were like expected to be about the typical family size. So they were aiming for $500 to $700 a month. Not a month, but like a payment would be our kind of water bill flat rate. We pay it twice a year, so I didn't know if the $500 to $700 range was going to be once a year, twice a year, what. So I read on the town Facebook page that it is going to go to the flat rate system. And if you pay less than $450 a year, then it should go up to $550. So I'm not sure if they're going to charge $550 once a year or if they're going to do $275 on the March payment and September payment like I usually have to pay. So I'm trying to stuff this as much as I can right now, and hopefully once I get the letter in my mailbox stating what is going to really occur, then I can make a more informed decision. But for now, where I don't know, I want to bulk this up so I have a safety blanket, because with my income tax, you guys saw it's the worst thing to not expect to have to pay more money and then suddenly have to come up with it. So I didn't think it made much sense for me to be stuffing to be 1 month ahead if I knew I was going to be rocked by this increased payment on my water bill. So I took the money that was in 1 month ahead and I put it here plus the additional 30. So this should give me, oh wait, let's see, I might need this. Let's see what we have here. 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. 275, which is anticipated to be one of two payments or half of the money that I should owe per year. So we're gonna leave this for now, and hopefully over the next few weeks I will get the notice in the mail of what is going to go on, because nobody really has said either way, but that is what I'm expecting. So we're gonna have this money in here for now, and we will consolidate that in the next video because that's a lot. So 1 month ahead has nothing. And I'm gonna put a pause on this for the foreseeable future. Phone I've left blank, and TV internet I've left blank because again, I don't quite know what they're gonna be. But my phone should also be paid off in October as far as like the physical device. So my payment should be dropping. It should like cut almost in half in October or probably November. So we will see how that works out too. 3 to 6 month expenses is empty. So that's it for bills. If some of that didn't make sense, then I apologize. Like, I know I explained that in a weird roundabout way, but I hope you guys got what I was putting down. We will do savings next. We're not putting a ton in here this week, but that's okay. And this was one of the last keychains that I was waiting for to come. I think it's super cute. And I just like the idea. I know it's technically a fungus, but I like the idea of let's grow your savings like a mushroom would grow in the forest. I love it. I think it's super cute and symbolic. Future is gonna get $5. Guys, I know I'm weird, okay? There's $10 in here. I'm not gonna pull that out because there's not much. Oh shit is gonna get $25. And so now it has $1,000, $2,000, $500 in the bank. So $2,500, $2,600, $2,620, $2,640, $4,550, $2,650 in oh shit. Technically my emergency fund for those who didn't catch the nuance there. but I'm a potty mouth and oh shit fits me better. Parents are $25, or is getting $25. Yesterday at work fried my brain. It was a rough day. So parents has 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 390, 410, 420, 425. And ignore the trackers. I've been slack on filling them out. I'm always slack. I don't know why I keep wanting to put those in there because they're never accurately updated. Pet emergencies. We're gonna do $10 this week. So we have 100, 120, 130, 140, 145 in pet emergencies. And Lord knows when I stop owing a ton of money for either overspending or bills, then we'll do one of the higher amounts. So probably stuff one of the higher numbers if we ever have any money from a completed saving challenge I have to reallocate. But for now, that's not really in the cards, which is fine. TFSA is getting nothing. It's got $1,000 in the bank and $10. Okay, short-term sinking funds, which is like most of my sinking funds, honestly. Annual fee is for my credit cards. Annual fee, we are most of the way there. We're gonna add $5. So this is 50, 70, 90, 95, 100. If you saw a little flash of my cat's cameo up on the desk, I apologize. He is a racket as usual. And my annual fee is $120. I'm hoping to fully fund this here shortly, and I'm hoping that the cash back that I've earned on this card will take care of that. But we are gonna stuff this like I owe this for now because I technically do, and if I have enough cash back earned at the end of the period to pay this off, that's what we're gonna do. And then we can maybe reallocate this money in the future or roll it forward for the next year. So there's $100 in annual fee. What is that? Christmas is getting 5. So this makes 110 in Christmas. Slow and steady is the name of the game. Clothing is gonna get 5. 20, 30, wait a minute, yeah, 40. 20, 30, 40 in clothing. Cushion is going to be one of those things that I repurpose. This is for like if I go over on a sinking fund, and technically I've done that a couple times and just kind of let this be. But what I'm gonna do is I owe a pretty big IOU to flip a coin. So I am going to put this to the side for that, and we will pay some of this money back. And then once I start taking care of things that are a little bit bigger of a priority, then I might restart Cushion, or I might restart it next week and just kind of stuff low and slow. But this tracker that I'd been using, I will restart once I actually restart this challenge. So 105 is going to go towards a flip a coin. So I'm gonna set that right there. Electronics is gonna get $5. So we have 50, 70, 85 in here. Fireman's Lotto is gonna get 5. And we are getting most of the way towards fully funded. We have 50, 60, 75 in here. It's $104 a year, so we're gonna stuff for 105. And we're already paid for 2023, so we're working on 2024 now. This is our community 50/50 draw here. That is like, basically it goes all year long. Health is going to get $5. We're working on rebuilding this after I spent so much for physio after my surgery. So we have $110. Household is going to get 5 as well. Now I'm going to have to basically deplete this because I need to get paper towel this week and it's not cheap. So there's 10, 25. So I'm probably going to use all of this, and next time I'll try and stuff a bigger amount in here. Impulses is for just like things that I want. This used to be my treat yourself envelope. It's going to get 5. Now, I bought that video game that I was talking about last week, and I had budgeted for $25, but it was like closer to 30. So that's what I used the miscellaneous money for, was the extra $5 to cover that. Now, planner does have an IOU because when I bought my new envelopes from Intentional Living, I did have to pay like duty on those. So that cost $40. We paid $5 last week. And so this week we're gonna add 5 here, but we are also going to use money from, where did I say that money was coming from? 2 of the $5 bills we had left over are going straight to my credit card to help pay this off. Okay guys, so I took a pause because the math was not mathing for me and I had to think about what I had done. But so what happened is I owe 5 to an IOU. So that's where this 5 is from. And then this $10 here was part of the money that was left over in my wallet categories this week, usually for the $5 challenge. But we're gonna put this $10 towards that IOU with 15 here. And then I had taken some money from my 1 month ahead fund also to finish paying off this IOU. So this should all be taken care of. This is not gonna go in planner. I'm gonna pull the IOU off of that and I'm gonna put this straight on my credit card. So I'm gonna set that here for now and that will remind me. And then let's move on because that was way too many minutes of me thinking too hard. So Polaris is my kitty. He's gonna get $5. He has 100, 200, 220, 230, 240, 245. No, he doesn't. 250. There he goes. And he's good for things at home, but he needs some litter at his grandmother's house. So I might have to do that shortly, but I don't know when I'm going back up next. So that's okay for now. Special occasions is gonna get $5. Mother's Day is coming up, and then it's my birthday, and then it's Father's Day. We don't tend to do a whole lot for Father's Day because my dad works on the opposite end of the country and he's not home a lot. He probably is going to be home around my birthday though, so we might just like do something as a family then, and he's not really big on like the whole Father's Day thing anyway. He would just be told like, hey, I love you, I appreciate you, thanks for everything you do, versus like actually getting something. We usually kind of keep it low-key because he's not the type. So we have 110 in here. So I don't know if I'll spend a lot of money on Father's Day. And he's also the type that doesn't believe that kids should spend money on their parents. So he usually finds a way to like give them money right back, or like refuses to let you buy dinner or whatever it is. So it's just one of those old-fashioned kind of ideals there. Toiletries is gonna get $5. And so this has 20, 30, 45. And nothing really I need here. Vet visits is gonna get $10, and this is going to fully fund us. We're gonna try and keep this envelope at 200. And I might stuff $5 here to get it a little bit bulkier, but I probably won't. I think I'm happy with 200. And then every time I use this money, I'll just replenish it. So we have 100, 150, 170, 180, 190, 195, 200 in vet visits. And I think that's enough. And Poe has had his yearly checkup already. So unless something goes wrong, he's probably okay. YouTube has $5. It's not getting anything this time around. And then this takes us to our long-term sinking funds, which is in my A5. Now, I did get some happy mail. I got this little dashboard to go in here. This was from a company on Etsy. You see, this was from Rosie Life Planner, company over in Finland. She has really nice stuff, like a lot of similar things to this. And it's a planner cover, but I want to use it in here. So let's go ahead and put this in. And it does have a pocket, which is nice. I do like that. So this completes my A5 binder, and I'm very, very happy with the final look. Car maintenance is the first one we're gonna do anything with. We're gonna put $20 from rollover in service. That's where we're working on right now. I do have my oil change and my tires booked for the 8th of May. In my province, it's illegal to have studded tires on after the 1st of May, but they could not squeeze me in, so I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope that I don't get stopped between now and then. So we have 100, 200, 250, 270, and this should be more than enough, and then I won't need anything until like later on in the year. And so hopefully I can work on building this up or focus on another category for a little while, because, you know, the rest of these are looking pretty dire. Tires has nothing. Fees has 200. Deductible has nothing. New car and detailing have nothing. So in total we have 470 in car maintenance. And those envelopes are from Intentional Living. She is the best. Home maintenance is gonna get $10. We're gonna put that in seasonal. We are working on building this up after plowing season actually took the moxie out of this, because holy heck, it cost a lot to plow here because it snows so much. We have 100, 120, 130, 140, 145, and 150. Our goal here is to like have $700 per plowing season or lawn care season or whatever the heck we're gonna do. But that's all the money that we have in these envelopes. So that really does need some love. Now, taxes. Most of this money is gonna come out. I did just pay my income tax last night. So when I unstuff my envelopes, I'll unstuff this money. There is $770 in cash and $500 in the bank, but we are working on property taxes right now, which are for next year. We're gonna put 150 in here. So for property tax, we have 100, 200, 300, 350, 400, 450. I was really tempted to stick an extra $50 in here and bulk this up to 500, but I'm gonna just let it be what it is, and I'll stuff the 150 to make that above the $500 mark next paycheck. And then finally, Wanderlust is getting our last $15 for this video. So we're gonna put this under, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 10 under fun. This will throw off my denominations a little bit, but I don't care. So we're gonna put 10 under fun to make this 150, because that was bugging me that it wasn't even. And then we're gonna do the other 5 under weekenders. So 100, 110, 120 under weekenders, plus 150 is 270 in total under Wanderlust. Weekenders is like if I go anywhere for the weekend or if I go anywhere for a short trip, just something like that, then it's quick money that I have for that. Okay guys, so this is the end of the video. I put that money towards my credit card. That is all taken care of. This money is for savings challenges, and this I'm gonna pay back to flip a coin in the next video. I hope you stick around for that. We can probably do some damage to some of my savings challenges, and I live for that video. I'm gonna cut out some of the rambling in here because boys, this was a long-winded one, and we will see you when we see you. But have a wonderful weekend because y'all deserve it. Bye.